One of the number one questions we get asked all the time is if we were starting over, what would we do? Because think about it, so many people are in the space of just starting, or they've never started. And so I think women approach this a little differently, because I think mindset is more of a journey than a destination for women. And I think we'll talk about this.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
I just feel like the voices never get quieter for women. I think they only get louder. And so when I look at starting over again, I think the two biggest objections are time and money. Everyone. I mean, that's the biggest objections for anything. Yeah. So I don't have time and I don't have money. So one, we all have the same amount of time in the day as Beyonce, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We all have the same amount. So if we can do what Beyonce can do, I mean, she has a whole team of people, but really, we have time for what we care about. We make time. If working out is important, if Netflix is important, if whatever that is. So when I look back at the beginning, I think there are two options. So you can start your passion or your business or pursuing the life of your dreams as a side hustle. And I often think that side hustles get a lot of flack. Like, they make people feel less than. Whereas I think if you're in this lane of life and you have this lane that you want to go on, there's no shame in like taking whatever margin you have left over and putting it towards this bigger dream. So for me, like, I worked the corporate job. I use that to fund my entrepreneur
Same here.
life. Yeah. Like, it's like I didn't win the lottery. I had student loans and all this stuff. The other thing though, is like, if we're looking at this, I think it's just a lot of who am I to? Who am I to become a photographer? Who am I to sell real estate? Who am I to? It's like, who are you not to?
Did you feel like you maybe
have to legitimize yourself,
or you need permission from somebody?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like,
that's I never looked at it through those lenses. Like, you're waiting for someone to say, oh, Jenna, you'll be amazing at photography. It's time to quit that job, honey. Here's the signs. We're going to cheer you on.
And look at it like corporate life, like you have like quarterly reports, you sit down, you get feedback. But if you're going out into this entrepreneur space, it's the first time in life that you really don't have direct feedback. Like, results are the only feedback. For a lot of people, that's scary because they need someone to say, like, you did
good,
this.
or like you need a scorecard.
Going. Yeah. So mindset, absolutely. But I think that mindset for a lot of people is something that you said, it's like learned over time, the importance of it. So when I think about starting over, it's like for me, I would say use what gifts you have right now to fund wherever you're headed.